Revival and Reformation: The Why of Pastoral Ministry by Crystal E. Ward. Crystal E. Ward, MDiv, MPA, serves as the executive pastor at Spencerville Church, Silver Spring, Maryland, United States. When I was a little girl, about 2 years old, I was very inquisitive. My parents tell me that after I knew how to say mummy, daddy, hello, and of course no, a new word entered my vocabulary. It was cute at first, but eventually it became the bane of their existence. It was a 3-letter word: why. I always wanted to know why. Questions like, Mummy, why do I have to wear this? Or, why do I have to eat that? Or, why do we have to go? And the famous of all whys: Daddy, why do I have to sit to use the bathroom and you have to stand? Come to think of it, I do not remember ever receiving an answer to that question. Knowing is important. As children try to navigate and understand their environment, they boldly and unapologetically ask, why? I have noticed, however, that somewhere along the journey to adulthood, our whys become less frequent. In fact, many of us stop asking the question altogether. Somehow, we begin to accept the status quo as normal and go from day to day just doing the same things without ever stopping to think about why we are doing it. Knowing your why is important. When you know your why, you move with a sense of purpose, remain motivated even when challenges come, and can confidently answer the question with conviction when asked. Ponder the following questions. When was the last time you thought about the why of your ministry? Are you simply trying to prepare enough sermons to get you through the year? Are you trying to make sure you have enough baptisms to stay under the radar? Is your sole focus primarily to increase your tithe? Are you trying to travel as many countries as possible to minister? And most importantly, would Jesus be pleased with your why? Transforming our ministry. As I thought about the why of my ministry, I felt led to read 2 Timothy 3:5. Quote, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. End quote. When you don't know your why, it's easy to fall into a form of godliness. But even worse than that is the denial of the power thereof. We are given clear instructions regarding this combination. From such, turn away. The power of God, which should accompany our ministry, is manifested through the Holy Spirit and results in the transformation of our lives and, ultimately, the transformation of our ministry. When the Holy Spirit dwells in us as pastors, we will be used as instruments to do the work God has called us to do. Our ministry will no longer be a form of godliness, but will truly reflect the power of the Holy Spirit, and revival and reformation will take place. The Holy Spirit wants to transform our ministry, but we must be willing to ask for the infilling of the Spirit. To get to the why of your ministry, I encourage you do the following. 1. Be honest with yourself. What is the real why of your ministry? Take the time to reflect on this question and assess what your current actions reveal about your why. 2. Pray daily for the Holy Spirit. The transforming power comes from the Holy Spirit. Let the Holy Spirit guide the focus of your ministry. 3. Be intentional. If you recognize that you need to make a change, be intentional about the changes that need to be made. 4. Move in faith. Once you are clear about the changes that need to be made, move forward in faith and trust God to unleash His power. 5. Share with others. Share the good news about the transformation. Before your why is even heard, it will be seen. In sharing your faith with others, you will also strengthen your relationship with God. We are living in a time when knowing and being convicted about your why is important. It's no longer enough for our sermons to be heard, they must be seen. Romans 13:11 makes it clear that there is an urgency. Quote, and do this, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now our salvation is near than when we first believed. End quote. I pray for revival and reformation among the people of God, and let it first begin with me. For bibliographical and biblical references on this article, and for much more content for pastors and church leaders, please visit ministrymagazine.org.